Well, if he's gonna join the episode later anyway, it's okay. He gives his consent.
True.
Been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh my god.
You're trying to
Okay.
He's got a stock voicemail.
And it was British?
Yeah, that's very odd. Very odd choice.
You know, Mr. Zarias, who was here last week, he asked if you were British.
What?
Yeah, he said, yeah, that guy sounds like he could be British.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, this is not the first time this has happened. Well, not
Really.
Well, the first time it's been British, yeah. I'm in the server that I got added to, and I'm doing my usual thing where I interact with people in the server. Wow, that sounds whatever. Anyway,
You groom them.
What?
You groom them.
No.
Okay.
But anyway, when I was speaking in the VC, this one guy's like, "Yo, you're not American. You got to be from somewhere else." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, man, that's not an American accent." I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Okay, here.
Because
Let me try calling him again.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy's like stuck on that. He thought I was like Asian for a bit too. Very strange individual. Or I guess scenario caused by a strange individual.
Forwarded to voice.
Oh my god, I think he's hanging up on me here.
Yeah, that was kind of short.
Yeah, what the hell, bro? Yeah, so we're trying to call bro here, if that wasn't clear. Maybe it wasn't.
It definitely wasn't.
He wasn't picking up. Well, see, the thing is, we had some setup that we didn't give on here because, the thing is, I was asking him to come on the show, and he was like, "Yo, bro, could we do like a mock episode first? I want to test my gear." And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, bro, it doesn't have to be a full episode, just a few minutes." Like, bro, why do you have to get ready? Yeah, like people don't know what the format is of the show.
There is none.
Right. I mean, like, who was it that was asking about the format last time?
Wasn't it Azarius? No?
Zarius?
I don't know how you pronounce it. That guy?
Is he the only person we've even had on the show recently? I can't even remember.
No, we've had a Chip. Chip also asked about the format.
That was who was asking about the format. Right. Sorry, Chip. I just completely forgot about you.
One of the earlier episodes, one of our earlier guests was doing the same thing. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't know the format." Because I remember you bringing it up to me. No, not Ignis. Mr. Ryan Gosling.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Ryan Gosling. Well, Papa John's the only one that knew the format starting out, I think, other than maybe Ignis. But, Papa John's, he just got it right away,
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't already know, I mean, you guys are listening to us right now, and you've probably been here before. I mean, just assuming, our loyal subscribers come back to us. This is the podcast.
Hold on, wait. Let me. Ever. That was crisp.
Hey, that was a carrot.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is this related to your username?
This is Matt Stoney drinking honey.
I don't know who that is.
He's the competitive eater. He eats like massive amounts of food. I think he ate like 4,000 calories of honey in one sitting.
That's very peaty.
Yeah. Probably one of his most speedy challenges.
All right, hold on. Let's see what we got here. There we go.
Been seeing that a lot on Instagram recently.
Yeah.
In the comments. Well, I haven't even seen. I've just seen the GIF. Was there an initial meme that started this off?
I don't know. I've only seen the GIF too.
Yeah, and it just has to do with, especially whenever I see a Hawk Tua meme. Yeah, I see that in the comments.
Yeah.
Anytime it's a Hawk Tua thing. Anyway, I have my carrot. I have my orangeade, sparkling orangeade.
You threw some baking soda in that?
Well, it has sparkling water and baking soda.
Ah.
And it has orange juice and it has sugar. Because it's already diluted from the sparkling water, so it needs more sugar, of course.
I've been running through my orange juice pretty quickly.
How's that going for you?
I mean, good because I'm drinking a lot of it, but also bad because I got to keep buying it like every half a week.
Honestly, I think it's been better for me doing the sparkling orangeade. Like I've just been trying that out. I also tried like orange in lemon juice, like in lemonade actually. So it already had the cane sugar. Like I would do like half lemonade, half orange juice or something like that. That is a pretty good drink as well. So I don't know. I've been trying to keep the glucose to fructose ratio pretty equal.
Is that so?
Yes.
Why is that?
It seems to be the best thing digestive wise for me, especially. I don't know. Too much fructose seems to be. I don't know if it's necessarily just fructose. It could be as well like a sorbitol thing, which is like a sugar alcohol. So grape juice is kind of, I was doing okay at first, but I don't know. Too much grape juice has just kind of caused issues. Too much apple juice really caused issues quickly. I don't know. I don't think it has much of the pectin in the actual juice, but which is like a fiber, soluble fiber. But I don't know. I've been having the best reactions to like sort of just cane sugar, if anything. Like that ratio seems to be perfect for me. Like too much glucose without fructose. I don't know if it's just because I was eating starches and that's the only way I'm really getting that. That would kind of lead to not necessarily sluggishness automatically, but without any fructose, yeah, sure. And then with too much fructose, it would just be more of like I don't know if there was a malabsorption problem or something because of lack of glucose or what in the ratio, but 50-50 seems to honestly do best.
It's funny you mentioned that. Yesterday, I made a series of unfortunate events that led to me getting absolutely floored by what I was eating.
Oh my God, I'm getting a call from bro.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Yo.
Are you coming on our podcast today or what?
Yo, I'm working, nigga.
Okay.
What the fuck you calling me for?
I thought you could come on.
What you mean?
I thought you could come on our show.
I can.
You can?
Yes, but what time?
Today?
Today? Damn.
Okay. Well, when are you usually available on Fridays?
Wait, are you doing the... Oh?
Huh? Yeah, we're doing it right now. Are you okay with that?
I can't do that?
No. You're on it. Are you okay with that?
What you mean?
Are you okay being on it right now?
No, I can't right now.
No. Right now, this very moment that we're speaking, are you okay with this being on there?
Wait, are you recording this?
Yes. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, good. That's all we needed.
The fuck?
Anyway, so when are you usually free?
When do you usually do these podcasts? Today?
Well,
Fridays?
I mean, right now is a good time, yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that, bro. Like I said,
well, maybe weekends or
I'm on
something,
break.
Sunday or something like that.
Or on the evenings.
Oh,
Friday evenings.
okay. Well,
I'm
we'll
good
see.
with that.
We'll see. Is there anything else you want to tell the podcasters?
Yeah. So my name is Christian. I'll be on the podcast soon. I'll fuck with y'all soon. And yeah.
All right.
Me.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, see ya.
All right, bye. Okay, so we got a special appearance from bro.
A sneak peek.
It's our guest star. I like this format where we call people. The only problem is that we would kind of have to like, get their consent.
It would be kind of hard to balance the comedy of it being unscripted while also making sure we don't get screwed for like not having their consent.
Here we go. I got one more. Yo. What's up, bro?
What's up?
I just got a text from you. This is Zarius. You're on the podcast ever right now. Once again, what's going on? Are you good with that?
Yo.
You're on the podcast ever again. You good with that?
Yeah. What's up?
So you said you'd send me a text right now, which is why I was inclined to call you as well. You said IBU. Wait, what does that say? Bet you. Does that mean bet you? It says, I bet you if we strike the iron while it's hot, we could sell a bunch of baby oil called Diddy oil and it would sell out.
Yeah.
So where did you come up with this idea?
I don't know, bro. You know how people always hop on a fucking bandwagon when it's hot?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know, like hot to it. Everyone wants to make a hot to it t-shirt. Fucking
Right.
make a bunch of fucking baby oil, put Diddy oil on it. With the
Did you see on Instagram there was a Diddy shots? Somebody was making Diddy shots. They dipped the rim of the shot glass in cream of coconut.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then they put some like simple syrup in the actual like shot glass with some like I don't know if it was vodka or something to make it seem like baby oil.
All I think about is, you ever seen Joe Dirt? Whenever he was in the well, and then the dude how it was like it puts the oil on, or the lotion on the skin. I just think about Diddy's face and then him it puts the oil on the skin.
So we're on our episode right now. What do you want to tell the viewers?
Fucking first off, don't be around the diddler. don't go near the diddler's house, okay? That's for sure. And apparently the update is he gets deals from Costco about how much baby oil he gets. That's why he buys all that oil.
That's your message to the world.
The hit because they realize that they're not going to get the Diddy purchase for next month.
If I understand, that's your main message to the world right now.
Yes, that's the main message. That and if you're from Georgia, be safe out there.
Yeah,
and don't,
the hurricane.
Yeah, the hurricane's pretty serious. And yeah, stay away from Diddy. Stay away from the diddler.
All right, it was good talking to you, Zarius. We'll see you later.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So that was, I don't know what happened to Greg there. I don't know if he had to step out for a minute. Oh, no, he's here.
Like, you're in it or you're not in it?
Are you calling somebody now? He's calling somebody now. I heard that. He's calling somebody now. I don't know if he wanted that on there. He just unmuted and I heard something. I don't know if you want it now or something. We don't even know who that is. So honestly, you know, somebody's vocal likeness really wasn't exposed that much on the show. If that was an issue legally, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm liking this format of the show. I don't know what Greg's up to, but you know, calling people. We got Bro and we got Zarius as guest features on the podcast ever in one episode. That's pretty epic. I like that. See, we got to tell people though. Unfortunately, you know, you're on the podcast ever. I guess they like it, you know, from the sound of it. They like talking about themselves. They like speaking to you guys.
What?
Were you calling somebody to have them guest appear or what?
No, I actually had a phone call at that exact moment where you were calling.
Well, you didn't hear the diddler stuff?
I heard the beginning of it.
Yeah, Zarius was saying his number one message to the world was, aside from stay away from the diddler.
My final message to the world: stay away from the diddler.
Yeah, he was talking about Costco and deals you could get on baby oil, but that will
Didn't
be
they
soon
say
gone.
they don't even sell baby oil?
I don't know. Did they actually say this?
I saw like an Instagram post or a Twitter post, something. I saw something where somebody claimed that the Costco CEO or whatever said, "Yeah, we don't even sell baby oil."
Yeah,
so you didn't get it from us.
What do you think of this new format we're doing here?
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. Right? You know, we need more people to call though.
Yeah, I don't have too many contacts where I could guarantee they wouldn't have an issue with it.
Yeah,
and also it'd be funny enough.
I mean, Jim Guy's pretty funny.
It could be pretty. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if he's at work.
No, he's not. That's why he called me.
Okay. Oh, he was the one talking to you?
Yeah.
About what?
To do shit.
Oh. I didn't even recognize his voice.
Oh. Well, I guess it's a good thing then.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, what kind of activities are you talking about here? Working out or eating?
I don't know. That's usually what I end up doing.
Yeah.
But,
what else is there to do, you know, these days? What are people expected to do? We do
spend a lot of time kind of just talking for like hours. It's kind of it.
Yeah. You know, I mean, what else is there to do?
Not much.
Yeah. You know, I was seeing this app on Instagram Reels where it was like, oh, you know, finally I don't have to go on hangovers, like on 3-day benders or whatever. Cause I don't know if it actually said that, something like that along those lines. Because I finally found something to do in my area and it was like people playing pool and then people like shooting like, you know, some like at an arcade, like some basketballs or something like that. I mean, you can do that at the bar too. There's, I mean, you know, like pool tables, and then at clubs there was that one that had the basketball hoop.
Oh, the one that kicked me out for no reason?
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. So you're never going there again.
I will, but I won't be happy about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, though, it was probably like the weakest place in the little strip there.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah. So how was your week?
Pretty good.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah, so I finally found a way to watch Always Sunny again, so now I can finally start catching up on that shit.
What, you know, by illicit means or non-illicit means?
This is a really stupid question. No.
See,
I know a guy.
I know it's a you know, a certain kind of question, you know, because you're not very pro that stuff, you know, you know what I mean? But you know, you should be, because it's convenient.
Actually,
and also, if you're using Hulu, you're not going to get the banned episodes.
Just send me the banned episodes.
Well, I don't think there's like a website like the one where they did South Park, but yeah, there's a list of them.
All right, when I get to that bridge, I'll cross it.
Well, it starts in like season 3.
I'm still
because there's Sweet D's dating a retarded person.
Actually, I think I just got to season 3.
Yeah, so you might want to watch out around episode, I think it's 9 or 10 where that one is. I think it's 9. I don't know, maybe 10. That's like the first one. I think there's the Lethal Weapon ones, most of those are banned except for like 7, because that one doesn't actually have blackface in it. But 5 and 6 do. And then there's the ones where D has them dress up as well, that was D-Day where she actually had them dress up as their characters, but there's ones where D dresses up as like whatever her name is, Martinez, and then Taiwan Tammy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Taiwan Tammy.
I remember.
Oh, very nice. You know.
I remember when I first started watching that on Hulu. That episode was up there.
Yeah, no, me too. Back in the day.
You think it was studio pressure, or it was Hulu pressure, or was it just the gang themselves?
No, I don't think it was the gang themselves, because it's been happening to different shows. Like Community had an episode where they played Dungeons and Dragons. It wasn't even actually like blackface. Like it wasn't somebody pretending to be a black person. It was like a guy as a dark elf. Oh, hold on. My sweet potatoes are ready.
All right. I don't actually have anything for this. One sec. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Let us know in the comments. Maybe. I don't know. Or don't. I don't really care. Well, I care about what you have to say, but I don't care if you decide not to. That's your choice. We're pro-choice here in regards to comments, not the other thing. Well, the other thing is kind of up in the air. The whatever choice you thought I was referring to, that is undecided as far as the podcast ever's stance on it. The choice I was referring to was your choice to leave a comment.
Well, anyway, he was dressed as a dark elf, so he was painted completely black. So it was Chow. It's the guy that plays Chow.
I've never watched that show.
No, but it's the guy that plays Chow, not in Community.
Okay.
Yeah, Ken Jeong.
Is that how you say
it? Was him. I think. But it was him. He was the one that was completely black.
So even if you're not white, you can't do it?
Yeah, I Asians are basically white people when you think about it. They don't get accepted into Harvard either.
No, I mean, now.
Oh, did they win that? They did, right? Yeah, because the whole Supreme Court thing on affirmative action.
I don't know, man.
They overturned that.
Or wait, something. They overturned the thing where
something like that. Let me look it up.
Confused.
I remember them making a ruling on it where it was like anti-affirmative action.
Oh, where they can't favor Asian students.
No, they weren't favoring Asian students. They were favoring black students, and the Asians weren't getting in.
Oh, okay. So they can't favor students over their performance, is what the ruling was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was actually in 2023. It was about over a year ago. Supreme Court strikes down affirmative action programs in college admissions. Yeah. Severely limited, if not effectively ended the use of affirmative action in college admissions on Thursday by a vote of 6-3, of course. And the judges ruled that the admissions programs used by the University of North Carolina and Harvard College violate the Constitution's Equal Protection Clause, which bars racial discrimination by government entities.
Can they start doing it by workplace soon? I'm getting tired of this shit.
Yeah, well, at that point, it's the workplaces. That is free association, sir.
Is it really?
Well, it depends.
It just so happens that every single workplace decides
it
all
depends.
at once. So,
there's that. There's definitely that.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with their ability to get loans from banks or anything like that.
Yeah, you got a point there.
They just all decided all at once. They got a pact, like, guys, let's be real here. Let's hold hands, sing kumbaya, and let the Aborigines in our company.
Whoa, the Aborigines.
I'm sure that's a thing in Australia, or maybe no. They really don't like those people.
Who was that? Was that Mr. Jim guy telling us about what they do to those people, or what was it? Who was it that told us about that? You remember this?
No.
Who was talking about this? Somebody was saying they. I think it might have been him or somebody along those lines where they have them. Huh?
Oh, Jim, like GYM. I thought you meant like JIM.
Who's that?
That's what I was asking. Like, who the fuck is Jim?
Oh my god. Okay. Well, anyway, what was it? They had them. Like they put something in the road for them to like.
Oh yeah.
Pick up. I forgot what it was. Like that they had no situational awareness, so they would just start kind of like. Yeah.
I don't know.
You remember what I'm talking about, though?
That can't be real.
Yeah.
That's like a Looney Tunes thing.
Yeah, I don't know. That also reminds me of that Australian guy that was being retarded in that one server about calories.
Well, I mean, he kind of conceded, but also not at the same time.
He's like, oh, well, the fact that your body takes so much effort to digest protein actually means you can eat more protein than you can donuts.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean, he's better than the other guy that is asking for advice and then just rejecting it off face value. A fucking retard.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that your body would have to use more energy for it, like, and not even in the sense of like, expenditure from like, you're just walking around and producing body heat. I mean, wouldn't it make more sense that you should be using something that doesn't take a lot of effort by the body to actually burn so that it can actually just use it as energy that you would be otherwise using for those other things and not just digesting the food itself?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I did see this thumbnail just yesterday where it was like 50 facts all health experts agree on, and like in the thumbnail omega-3 was there.
All health experts, all of them.
Yeah,
all
there
of
was
them.
it's like 50 50 facts all health experts agree. Well, our experts are all the health experts. I don't know what you mean otherwise. I don't know if you want to watch a little bit of that.
Is it entertaining?
I mean, it would be funny to make fun of.
All right, let's do it. I
guess. Let's see. I didn't watch through the whole thing, but the guy's just sort of like laying it down. He's like, yeah, no, guys, this is pretty consensus that, and you won't wait. You won't believe the first one. You won't believe what the first one is. Hold on.
I think I will. I'm pretty sure I can believe what the first one will be.
What do you want to guess the first one is, if you haven't seen it already?
The first one? That's a great question. I'll go for the obvious one and say it's a fish oil.
No, it's not the fish oil actually.
Oh no.
But it's actually probably even worse than the fish oil when you think about it. Well, actually, they're both pretty bad. But let's see. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Look at this first frame of the video. Let me pull this up for you. Let me show you the first frame of this damn video. Oh, and I have another topic for later. If you, I don't know if you have anything else you wanted to talk about.
Oh, ho 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 ho! I've got a topic.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try
hot
and
topic.
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna keep mine in the back of my head. We could do mine after yours. We'll just do this, and then you can go on your topic.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Look at this first frame. I mean, it's
That guy
Brian
looks like
Johnson on the right, but you know what? Why? Why is this on the left? Is this supposed to be, part of the health we're talking about?
From being able to predict an NBA team's winning streak purely from sleep data.
I was 86% correct on accurately predicting when an NBA team will be at highest risk of losing streak.
Okay, we're just gonna go to the first fact. And we should probably speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see playback speed. We'll do 1.75, and then why won't it let me view the chapters? This is so retarded. Can I say that?
We already said it like several times.
Well, I think it's better than the actual word.
I mean, yeah, but
Not in actual context of conversation, but just okay.
Yeah, it sounds retarded to say retarded.
Caloric restriction. Does caloric restriction expand life?
Caloric restriction is one of the best scientific ways to have positive aging effects.
And you can see the flies in diet restriction for about 30 days are way more active than the flies that are being on a rich diet.
So the question becomes, how many calories should we eat
On a
each
what
day?
diet?
So the recommended daily allowance for
Like caloric, but what kind of calories are we talking about here? Hold on. This is kind of fast for me. We need to slow it down a little bit. Hold on.
restriction is one of the best scientific ways to have positive aging effects.
And you can see the flies in diet restriction for about 30 days are way more active than the flies that are being on a rich diet.
So the question
On a rich diet. Yeah, rich in what? And also that guy's accent made it harder to understand. But yeah, I don't know. That looks like a pile of whatever slop it could be. I wonder if eating less slop actually helps versus more slop. Let's see.
question becomes, how many calories should we eat each day?
So the recommended daily allowance for someone like me is around 2,500 calories a day. I eat 2,000, so 500 calories less.
Our calorie restriction.
Eats as much as like not even a woman should, honestly. Like, it's probably still lower than what a woman should.
Yeah. I remember
Universal fact, get your omega-3 fatty acids.
25.
What?
They were saying that women used to eat like 2,500.
I think wasn't it closer to like I'm not sure if it was 3,000, but yeah, somewhere around that range.
Yeah, like 2,500 to 3,000.
Yeah, that's a pretty good range. And now it's so over. Men used to eat somewhere between like definitely over 3,000 and up to, depending on what you were as far as like activity and all that, it could have been thousands above that, but
Yo, bro, hold on.
So people that have the high omega-3 index.
I gotta lay some a new discovery on you real quick.
Sure.
So I've been experimenting with using either coconut flour and or masa harina for my cookie shit. The like cup cookie shit.
Yeah.
And usually what I do is I only put a little bit in because I figured it'd absorb more moisture. With the coconut flour, that's true. But with the masa harina, it's a bit different. But I put like a lot this time, and now it's actually got the texture of like a proper soft cookie. Like it's still firm, as opposed to when I usually eat it. It's like mush. So this
fried mush.
This is it. So I think the trick is to use just slightly below an equal amount what you would use for wheat flour. But yeah,
I forgot I had a Coke in the freezer.
Man, I can't. Where do you even buy those Cokes? Oh, all right. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Ugh.
You should be able to get Cokes at like wholesale places.
4-packs.
No, more than that. We're talking a case here.
I would really hope so.
Talking like, I don't know if it's a 24 or something like that. Probably a little bit more.
Of the Mexican?
Yes.
That's pretty big. What's the price range usually?
I forget.
You don't know how much you spend on it?
I forget. It all just goes in the same cart, and then you pay with card, and you don't really think about it.
I do in fact think about it.
Wise financial decisions here. Okay.
Had a 5-year increased life.
Yeah. Number 2 is fish oil.
Compared to people with the low.
The most shocking part, though, is that having a low omega-3 index is actually worse than smoking cigarettes.
But then we looked at people that smoked but had a
if you get no fish oil, that's worse than smoking cigarettes.
high omega-3 index, either they're eating a lot of fish or supplementing. They had the same life expectancy.
How are they determining that?
They're probably looking at people that get a lot of omega-6, and at the point at which you're not really because if you're already eating omega-6 and you're not really eating omega-3 to compensate for it, which you really shouldn't be eating either, but if you balance them out, it actually provides some benefit as far as not having as much inflammation from the omega-6. But the obviously that you can get the same thing from just avoiding them both. So they're probably just looking at people that are very poofinated and not getting a lot of good food sources in the diet.
That would be the norm. So that makes sense.
It's these people, if you add some omega-3, then it kind of balances out the omega-6 inflammation. Look, they're better than people that smoke.
Dude, it all comes down to the same assumption that they're never competent enough to actually question, not even come to a differing opinion, just a question. It's well, we know saturated fat is bad, so that can't be it. Are you sure?
We know these are essential fatty acids, so they must be good for you.
Well, we know you can't be eating sugar all the time. That's awful for you.
I'm sure sugar has no protective benefits at all for metabolism or anything, or energy production.
Stress relief. No, couldn't be it.
Lowering cortisol, as if. All right.
Speaking of that, this banana I'm eating is unfortunately still a bit starchy.
You
I
gotta
left
cook
it out
that
in the sun.
You got to go cook that shit.
Now,
as people with low omega-3 but didn't smoke.
However, trying to get omega-3s from the wrong source can do more harm
Getting omega-3 from the wrong source can do more harm than
good.
The other thing to worry about with fish oils is contamination with heavy metals.
Therefore, the most effective way to get our omega-3s is to eat
wild-caught salmon, grass-fed animal products, cheese, yogurt.
Number 3, high VO2 max.
Your VO2 max is one of the most significant.
Yeah, I mean, you're not the amount you're getting from cheese and yogurt, whatever, cheese and yogurt have saturated fat in them, so all right, well, let's see.
I do know.
Number 4, sleep.
Yeah, nothing is
Okay,
more
well, we
important
know
in
sleep
life.
isn't- yeah, we know sleep's very important. That is true. I wish you would label these.
Stress reduction.
High stress suppresses our immune system.
I wish you would label these. Stress reduction, of course, yes, we know. But
But how do you do that? How do you do that?
Number 6, good posture. Good posture allows the lungs
Yeah,
to
good posture. I'm trying to find some odd, atrocious ones again, because the first couple were.
Number 7, nasal breathing. Nasal breathing.
That is good. Yeah, see, some of these aren't so bad, but the first 2 were just horrendous.
This protocol. Number 8, social connections. Not just
happy. Social connections. Okay, well, I don't know if there are that many that are that bad. Somewhere probably in here, there probably is something.
Fact, mental health. Many doctors say the mind and body are deeply connected. To the next fact, sunlight in the morning.
Basically.
Oh, wait.
That UV radiation is bad. While getting sunlight improves your mood and get your circadian rhythm in check, too much UV exposure will lead to sunburn and skin cancer.
But really, sun causes.
Bro, the sun causes skin cancer. Stay away from the sun.
Literal troglodyte.
Look at Brian Johnson. I mean, like, yeah, he has like a physique, I guess, but like, you know, he's very pale.
He has a physique.
Well, it's not like a terrible physique, like, you know.
It's definitely one of the physiques of all time.
He's a little thin, but you know, it's like he just doesn't have great as far as like his, you know, the actual skin having take your skin off, Brian. Take your skin off, Brian. Yeah, he does.
You don't like your skin?
He has like some muscle at least, so it's not like he has like nothing on him, you know.
He looks like a survivor that decided to hit the gym. Am I wrong?
Okay, well, I don't know if I'd call it, well, you know, maybe somewhat just because of the arms, but like, you know, I don't really think he looks like well, he does starve himself literally from the 2,000 calories he eats.
Dude, he does not look good.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the most noticeable thing in my opinion is that he's sunlight deprived.
Yeah, he's got that Celt look.
He did a video where he was talking about like de-aging his dick.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he was like biohacking his penis. He's also like taken blood from his son and put it in him. That sounds really conspiratorial, right?
What?
Like
what?
To sort of like de-age himself.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's like right on the line, bro.
Dude, he like does a lot of shit where he's trying to like de-age himself, which at you know, at what cost, honestly, because like, first of all, that's, I mean, honestly, if that's your whole life, I guess, you know, he's doing like science and stuff with that. But at the same time, it's like, first of all, it's definitely obsessive about it, but also it's just not even necessarily the right stuff. He's like so obsessive that he's kind of ignoring some stuff that could actually help him, whereas he's like looking at some other stuff and saying, well, if I just do this thing, it might actually help me, you know. I don't think he's actually trying to experiment on himself out of fear that he would be doing the wrong thing.
Is he British?
Is more to say. No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
Which in my opinion is more to say, like, you know, he doesn't really want to question the narratives on things because out of fear that like, oh, well, what if the narrative is right? You know, what if whatever I do, you know, if I question it, I'm just going to be led to the wrong thing and all that, you know. He doesn't really think, honestly, it seems like, for himself, because he kind of just goes with like, let me official narrative max until I'm biohacked.
We can rebuild him.
Brian Johnson bot. Oh wait, hold on. I got it. Brian Droidson. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. The calories deficit pills.
Damage. It ages your skin. It
The
makes you
calorie,
older.
the
So you don't want that.
Ozempic technology.
Therefore, avoid the sun during peak hours from 12 to 3 p.m. where UV index is high. Number 12.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go in the sun when it's like extremely like bright out there if you're not used to it and all that, especially. But yeah, 12 to 3 p.m. isn't such a bad time to like avoid the sun. You know, you definitely want it in the morning and afternoon and all that. But you know, these people get to the point where they're like, oh, you should wear sunscreen indoors, actually, because you might get some indirect light.
I used to go out in the sun exactly in that range.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the heat, that's really just the biggest thing for me, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, just make a drink. You're fine.
Rion is no alcohol.
Everyone should just know the health risk.
No alcohol? I'm done with you.
None? Wow. I didn't know you were a square.
I saw this video on Instagram where there was a son that brought his dad, like he had his backpack and he pulls out bourbon and his dad's like, what are you doing? Because he went to like a friend's house and I guess he stole it off their family and he gives it to his dad and he's like, I brought you bourbon. And he's like, why would you do that? He's like, do you like bourbon? I thought you would like it. And he's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I do like it, but you're not supposed to do that. And then he's like jumping up and down, the son, out of excitement that his dad got the bourbon.
How old is the son?
Probably like 5 or something. He's a little kid. It's funny. Maybe 6. I don't know, something around that range. But it's incredibly hilarious. You know, I was thinking he has like some sort of efficiency 2 enchantment because he's bringing back his dad just liquor, not even beer, liquor. He's become a liquor fetcher.
I mean, that's probably better than beer.
Yeah. Yeah, people make the memes out of like kids being their beer fetchers, but like, come on, beer?
Yeah, let me have my kid poison me.
Yeah.
Man.
It's unfortunate. Look, Greg, we had our time looking at this bad health advice. Now it's time for you to give us the rundown on whatever you got today. And then I'll go on to my thing.
All right. Now, I've got this amazing topic that I'm going to go into right now. So, yeah, I don't have a topic. I totally lied.
Are you shitting me?
No, I was hoping like by the time we finished that, I would have thought of something. And I did
you
not.
said it was big.
I did.
What is this?
Build suspense.
And you just edged the viewers for no reason, no release?
Whoa, hold on.
You didn't finish them off?
Hold on. I have a topic. I think. Hold on. Let me think.
Okay. I can't believe this, Greg. We've been blue-balled.
Hold on. I started brushing with just baking soda.
Okay. Talk about it.
So what I do is I get some baking soda and I wet my toothbrush and I just kind of scrape the baking soda off the spoon until it gets like pasty, because like with the water, I just brush like that and it feels a lot better.
Oh,
it's nice.
How were you doing it before?
I was just using toothpaste.
And you didn't like the toothpaste?
I was using it. To be fair, it is a baking soda toothpaste, but I was using like a very minimal amount just so I didn't get all the other shit in there. But I don't know. My mouth feels cleaner when I just use the baking soda on its own.
I like oil pulling. I use coconut oil.
Yeah, but coconut oil is expensive.
Mm-hmm. Was that
you're
it?
also supposed to do it for like 20 minutes, and I could not imagine doing that.
No, you just do 5 to 10.
That's still too much, bro.
I don't even do that much.
It's a lot. I don't even like brushing my teeth for more than like, the usual 2 minutes. I mean, even that I have to like count like purposely, because I'll usually forget, or not forget, like just won't think I'll think it's longer than it actually is. But yeah. Baking soda is great. I started taking it nightly too. Pretty nice.
You ever go to the dentist and then they just start like scraping the shit out of your gums, and then they're like, "Hey, it bleeds when I do that."
Yeah.
It's like, maybe don't do that, motherfucker. I'm tired of these. I was gonna call him a slur. I'm tired of these motherfuckers because I've had this guy for a while, like this hygienist. I didn't even go there this time around. Like I usually do every 6 months. I didn't even do it this time. We'll see what happens after a year. But
it's a scam.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, the only reason I would even go there is for the cleaning. Like not the fluoride, not the x-rays, just the cleaning, like just scraping the plaque. I'm not very much wanting to go back to a dentist because they scrape the shit out of your gums. And like they're like, "Oh, hey, like we don't like what we're seeing here. When we put this abrasive thing onto your sensitive area of your mouth."
This rigid metal tool that I'm using to carve up your gums, basically, it's making your gums bleed. That's not good.
Yeah. You must not be flossing. You must have. I do floss really well, by the way, but you must not be putting this string between your teeth, which usually the one they want you to use is like all, because that's just major brands. They're lined with plastics, forever chemicals. I'm using an actual like decent one here. I'm going in between my teeth. I'm getting the stuff out. I'm doing pretty well with my dental work on myself, but here they are trying to say that something's wrong because of their own like just abrasiveness and harshness. And look, I think they're just trying to sell you shit. I think because that guy, every time I go back, he's always talking about, hey, here's also this like gel stuff that you could put on your gums, which will stop them from receding over time. You don't want that, do you? Because once it happens, you can't undo it. So guess what? Use my gel, buy my gel, Every time I go back, have you thought about buying the gel? And I'm like, I don't want the gel. And he's like, think about it. I'm like, whatever. I come back. He's like, have you thought about buying the gel? I'm tired of it.
Hate the gel.
I hate the gel.
There was one time when I went to the dentist and he told me some like basically like my teeth were like in really poor shape. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, bro, if you don't fix this now, you're gonna lose your teeth. I'm like, oh shit. So I got spooked the entire time. And then he finished cleaning my teeth, and I was expecting him to be like, okay, so it's very important you do this. And he's just like, okay, have a nice holiday. And I was like, wait, what? What? You can't just leave me on that. What the fuck?
He didn't even try to sell you anything?
No, that's why I was so
weird.
confused. Well, no, he did. He always tried to get me to buy the what is it, the water pick floss thing.
Dude, they got me to
which
buy that years ago.
I did end up buying it mainly
Yeah.
because, I mean, it's probably better than using plastic floss.
Yeah.
To be fair, and it also keeps me from having to buy floss every now and then. So I mean, I guess it was a good investment, but he was always like, even my mother, she was saying like, no, they want you to get this fucking brand probably because they have some kind of deal with them or whatever.
Yeah.
I got you a cheaper one, which was like, I think it was probably like $10 or something like that, and the other one was like, I don't know, probably 3 digits. But yeah, it was just kind of shocking because usually when I go to any other kind of care professional or whatever, like let's say I don't know, my joints were fucked up. Like at the end of like the they'll mention it first when they're like examining me, and then like at the end they'll be like, okay, so we need to make sure that you do this, that, and the other. We don't want to see this. He's just like, okay, bye. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. You know, that's even crazy for a dentist. But yeah, man, they want to like, you know, like flash you with these x-rays every year or so and just like slowly, you know, increase your odds of cancer. And then they give you fluoride just to, I guess, you know, numb your pineal gland and your thyroid. And then they start scraping the shit out of your gums and probably causing them to recede. And then they want you to use braces, which are probably going to make your gums recede or do something as far as, yeah, I don't know, man.
I didn't even think of that.
They want to take out your wisdom teeth. They took out my wisdom teeth, unfortunately.
They took my goddamn wisdom teeth.
They took my goddamn wisdom teeth. Yes,
bro. You know, I know you probably know how awful it was that like week afterwards, just sitting there like a fucking invalid.
If you just ate the right fat soluble vitamins and just ate meat, you wouldn't have had to do this.
Yeah, they robbed me of my wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
My wisdom has been stolen.
Even so, it probably would have been better to just let him come in. I'm thinking.
Oh man, I to be fair, I did have a really horrible diet at that point in time. But the thing that made it even ironic was like the fact that because I had like this shitty, like I had like these bandages and shit in my gums, I didn't eat shit for most of that time. Mm-hmm. So I was probably doing more damage long term anyway.
Liquids.
I didn't have any liquids that I wanted.
I had
this is before I was drinking milk and
juice.
Shit. I basically ate one meal a day, and it was like super soft, solid food. And I would just like sit there for like an hour and a half trying to finish it.
I don't think I ever got hungry because I just kept loading up on sugar. Well, I don't know if it was high fructose corn syrup or what. Probably with the popsicles, but you know, I had juice as well. So
yeah, I didn't have juice either. It was just water.
So I was decent. I was doing well. You know, I got taken care of with that.
I was pretty fucked.
I think I got ice cream too.
I did not get ice cream.
Like George. Never
Wait,
got
what?
his ice cream. When he was a kid and he got his tonsils removed, he didn't get his ice cream. And then when he was an adult, they grew back in Seinfeld. And then he didn't get his ice cream again.
Did you ever get your tonsils removed?
Huh?
You ever get your tonsils removed?
Yeah, when I was like 7.
Damn. Sucks to suck.
Yeah, you got yours removed?
No.
Oh, okay.
My throat has not been sliced open or whatever the fuck they do.
They go to the back of your mouth, you know. They don't like slice your throat open.
Just slit your throat.
Yeah, they don't slit your throat. That would be dangerous, I would think.
We fucked up.
You know, out of everything, I'm just glad like I wasn't one of those people. Well, you know, it's a lot more rare, but like, and I guess it's more if you have like hyperthyroidism, like if it's like too, like they consider it too active, but they remove people's thyroids out there, man. That's crazy too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they just take people's thyroids and start putting them on meds.
What the fuck?
Yep. I see them in the Pete subreddit. Sometimes there are people saying my thyroid got removed and I have to like, I don't know what to do now. Like, you know, stuff like that.
Why did they let that happen?
Bro, well, you know, they don't know any better. And they think, oh, well, you know, it must be dangerous to have this thing that I can't change in my neck. And now I could just take like, you know, medication instead that'll give me the adequate amount of hormone. And then they're fucked.
That's like, there's no way you can come back from that, is there?
You take thyroid hormone for the rest of your life.
But like, if you stop, you're fucked.
Yeah. I mean, you have to get something with thyroid hormone. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be the medication. It could be like, you know, if you eat animal thyroid, but you know, imagine there's like a supply chain issue and medication stops. Yeah, you are fucked.
God damn.
You need some fish head soup at that point.
Oh no.
Some fish head soup or something, man.
Is that a
has
real
thyroid.
thing? Fish
that has
head
thyroid.
soup?
Yeah, it has thyroid because of the fish. Like, they have that there. So,
that sounds fucking disgusting.
Well, it gives good. It's good for thyroid, man. I don't know what you want me to say.
I would have preferred not to know that existed.
Well,
but
anyway,
I guess with Japan
there are foods. I mean, they started like not including like animal thyroid, and as far as they don't even like allow it for legal sale as far as buying the actual like thyroid meat anymore. It used to be more in like the foods you would eat, like you would at least get some from them, but then they stopped doing that. So I think you might still be able to get it from your butcher. I don't know, possibly. But yeah, very convenient. Yes, indeed. How convenient.
I gotta find a butcher.
Yeah, I do have to find a butcher as well. So, the baking soda was your topic.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff I could talk about, but that would be talking a lot about stuff that's getting close to the edge. Oh, well, I guess I could talk about this. I was I joined this group messaging app a while back. Now, actually, I'll just say so. The old Group Me messaging app. It's commonly used for college. I mean, I don't think I've ever used it outside of that. So yeah, I'm assuming it's like a college thing. Classes and shit, clubs and whatnot. And for many years, I'd been using an alias because well, there's so many benefits of not using your real name in those groups. So, and I think this is actually one of the things that like got me screwed up when we went to that one political club at our learning institution where that one guy that everybody likes, but that guy fucked me over because he kicked me out. He claimed because I didn't use my real name, but I think it's just because he didn't like the fact that I was trolling too hard, which, I guess that's part of the game. But anyway, so I keep using this alias for all the group me chats that I'm in every single time. Maybe I'll change it up to a different name, but I never use my real name. And it's never been an issue, not once up until now. And I don't even know how they figured this out, but I'm in this group me chat and they find out that my name isn't in like the roster or whatever, which is weird because that's the first time it's happened, and it happened pretty quickly too. And they go on this wild goose chase trying to figure out who I am for like a week. But I'm resilient. I shall not be forced by the tyrants of identity to reveal my hand. So then after a while, they just kick me out. But then what I do is like after that, I make like, well, I keep deleting them, but I like 5 times I'd make a new account and join back, and I'd always get kicked out after 5 minutes. And eventually it concluded in them finally figuring out after like 3 weeks that you can set up the chat or whatever to be anyone that joins has to be approved by the administrator. So that was the end of it. So now I either have to accept defeat and use my real name to join, or just say fuck them and not join.
Greg.
Yes.
No, you just said your real name. Greg.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. What should I do?
Go as Greg.
I guess I could. Or I guess I have to. Or I could make like a big scene next time I see him in person.
What do you mean by that?
They had this get together where they went to a shitty restaurant that I didn't want to go to.
What kind of restaurant?
It was a Chili's.
Ugh.
Yeah. You know, I saw a video the other day talking about how Chili's is like the #1 growing chain right now.
Why?
I don't know, but it tracks because Rave Guy, the guy that we were talking about going to that one thing with, he was saying like him and Instagram guy in their like group, they'd always meet at Chili's usually, or like a Miller's, but Chili's was one that I always heard. And then my other group of friends, they'd always say, yeah, we got to go to Chili's. Chili's is great. And I would always say, no, I hate Chili's. And they're like, what's wrong with you? Why do you like Chili's? And then another group of friends, they're like, guys, you should go to Chili's. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is happening?
Is it because of the alcohol being cheap or something?
I don't think that's it though, because a lot of them don't even drink.
Then what the fuck?
I don't know, dude.
I
It's not
remember-
even any different from like an Applebee's or anything like that, and people shit on that like
Yeah.
all the time. So
I
I don't
remember
get it.
there were these like coworker things that my mom had where like they would always meet at Chili's, and this was years ago.
Bro,
before I swore off Chili's.
One of my friends, his work, like his employees and shit, they meet at Chili's every week.
Yeah, this is insane. Why is Chili's a get together place for people? I don't understand. Their food isn't good.
I don't get it.
I
Like,
got
every
food
time I go to
poisoning there like 5 years ago and never went again.
Did you actually?
Yes, I got the worst food poisoning of my life ever at a Chili's. I was throwing up the next morning, like to the point where I couldn't even, I didn't even have anything left, but my body was still trying to regurgitate. I had literal like clear liquid. Yeah, I had like literal clear liquid come out of me and then nothing, and I was still gagging.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, it was just the water that was left in me. It was there was no stomach acid or food or anything. It was just still like I think I emptied everything. And yeah, it was bad. I mean, I ate a burger there. I think I had it medium, and then that's the only thing I could really pin it on.
I mean, I haven't had anything that bad, but I remember the last time I got Chili's was when I was coming back from work one day and I didn't feel like cooking, so I got it was like some double burger or whatever, but I don't know what they did to that meat. They probably over-seasoned it, but I had some aggressive heartburn, or like maybe not even heartburn, but just like stomach discomfort the entire time afterwards. But I don't know. You shouldn't be able to fuck up a burger like that. It was a pretty simple one too. It only had like barbecue sauce and bacon and cheese besides the meat. But
the most notable thing I can remember from Chili's is that other than that, you know, of course, that is the most notable thing I can remember from Chili's. But I remember going as a kid, and like the meal I would get was like a grilled cheese, and if I remember correctly, like I don't know if there wasn't enough salt on it or if it was too salty. I can't remember. But anyway, I would get ice cream for dessert, and then that's all I can remember eating there, other than like maybe the burgers later on. But yeah, as a kid, I used to be pretty picky anyway.
Yeah, like I don't even see what their gimmick is. Like it's like kind of Southwestern, but I mean, that's not really
vaguely.
You have Chipotle, you've got
it's so
Moe's.
Vaguely Southwestern.
Yeah, it's not even like even the bar that I was working at, they had Southwestern shit.
And their chips aren't even good.
I don't think I've even had their chips.
Well, I used to, and they didn't taste good. They were so bland.
I think I'm thinking of like the Fridays chips. But I'd still rather go there than Chili's.
And they were definitely, I mean, you could, like, I can remember by the taste that those were oil chips for sure. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like vegetable oil, like for 100%. Not even palm oil or anything.
Yeah.
I wish they would just start using palm oil at least. Like everywhere.
Yeah, palm oil is doable.
Like I wish places would just start doing that instead of all these fucking other fucking soybean and shit. And especially palm kernel. If it were palm kernel, we'd actually kind of be so back.
Be thriving.
Yeah, we could eat shit and not have to suffer about it.
Isn't that like higher than coconut oil?
I don't know about that, but it definitely is higher than palm oil, or I mean lower than palm oil as far as linoleic acid.
No, I meant higher in terms of saturated fat percentage.
I
thought I read it was like slightly above coconut oil.
Possible. I don't know about that though. I think palm kernel is still a little bit more unsaturated, if I remember.
Fair enough.
Either way, it's pretty good. It's pretty good as far as saturation content. Now, like the whole like refined bleach and drying process. Now that, or what is it? Deodorizing process. Sorry, that is another thing. But at the very least, it's not fucking unsaturated fats.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess in this scenario they were going to drink, so I guess that's the allure behind it. But you know, I got this invite before I got kicked out. And I was wondering, you know, I probably should get to know some of these people because I'll be like working with them and shit. And then I also thought, yeah, but then I have to go to Chili's and spend money there.
Okay,
not only
do
I have to suffer,
like?
Huh?
What are the broads like though?
It's not bad.
It's not a famine.
It's not a famine, but it's not ideal either. Like I think I told you this before. Or no, I think I was gonna tell you it, but I didn't end up telling you. The best looking one there, she's good, but she's got like this really big tattoo on her forearm. I really don't like that. And the fucking one of those piercings, a nose piercing. Yeah. The Kendrick.
Yeah.
Oh. You see that one thing I sent you where it was like Kendrick falls down the stairs and dies?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it wasn't feeling like it was worth it. So I just got a quarter pounder.
I thought
I think I was
for a
telling
second I
somebody
thought you
too.
meant the girl. Instead of the girl,
Oh.
you feel like it wasn't worth it, so you just got a quarter pounder.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that too.
yeah. I could socialize with this potentially attractive woman and a bunch of other people that I should probably get to know. Or I could sit at home and get a double quarter pounder. Which is one, cheaper, and two, better for me.
Yeah.
And three, I don't even have to leave my house really. I just gotta
better
go
than
pick
the
it up real
slop at
quick.
or at Chili's. I was gonna say Chipotle.
I mean, that's not much better.
Well, would
That's
you
only a
rather eat at
brisket
Chili's or
now.
at Chipotle? I mean, I think I'd rather eat the Chili's if I because I swore off Chili's. That's the problem. But as far as seed oils go,
It's
I
a
think
principle
Chipotle's
thing.
pretty unavoidable. Yeah, I think it is a principle thing where I can't actually choose Chili's. Like I'm contractually bound to myself to not choose
What I
Chili's.
used to do was I get the steak and cheese and what was the other thing? Sour cream, and that was it. And sometimes they'd fuck me over because I didn't add too much shit. But sometimes they'd like really load me up, with the ingredients, and it would be enough on its own. The only problem is there's not really a good source of carbs there besides the soda, and even that's got a ton of corn syrup in it, so it'll fuck you over unless you buy Mexican Coke.
Did they have
But
that?
even then, it's like you could just make your own food at that point. At Chili's, I guess you could use the argument of the cheap drinks, but they're probably still watered down anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm inclined to say Chili's just because Chipotle's kind of a boring atmosphere.
Chili's is kind of a boring atmosphere too. Why do I remember it as so dark in there? Like so dimly lit.
It's so fucking dark in those places.
What's with that?
I don't know. Like if it's like a Carrabba's or some shit like that, that makes sense because they're trying to do like pseudo fancy kind of vibe or whatever, or like those hipster ramen places like that too. But it's a fucking Chili's, bro. I want to see what I'm eating.
Yeah, dude, I can only remember those like if you're sitting at a booth, you get those like small lights above you, but then if you're not, then it's like dark. Like at the tables, you get like the window light, and that's about it.
I actually went to like an Applebee's recently, like maybe like a year ago at this point. But yeah, we went there and I couldn't help but it was like 10 p.m. or something like that. It was like unusually dark, even more than I remembered, because we were sitting like not in the booth, but like one of those tables that are like in the little like pit, like next to the bar. You know what I mean? But yeah, there was like one single light above us, and it was like positioned in a way where part of the table was lit pretty well, but the other part wasn't really, and everything else is just kind of dark around us.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I'm not a fan of Chili's.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I have, and it's not really going to be that long, but
we can improvise.
Yeah, we can. So you're familiar with RFH?
No.
Hollow Earth Turf, aka one of the biggest feminists on Twitter, probably. I don't know if she actually is, but like she's the most notorious one in our spaces.
Is she the one? Okay, yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah,
I didn't remember the name, but I remember the.
She got her face is out there now.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a photo of her face in the replies.
Can we see it?
Well, you want to guess what she looks like first, or
is she black?
No, that would have been funny. Okay, well, let's see what she looks like. This is what she looks like.
Oh.
Why does she not even look like somebody that would be a feminist? She like somebody was describing her as like one of those like sweet girls that you think like wouldn't even think like this or like be so vile toward men. And then she just looks like this. You know, but she claims to be hot. Look at this. Super hot. Super hot. I don't know if I would describe this. I would not describe this as super hot.
Yeah, I definitely would not describe that as super hot.
She's
now,
very...
granted, maybe we are numbed by the fact that so many women wear a shit ton of makeup.
But it's
I'll
not
give her
even
that possibility.
I don't even think that she's. I still wouldn't characterize her like the shape of her face, right? Or like I would at best call her like cute. I'd be like, all right, you're cute. I wouldn't say you are hot. This isn't something that I look at and gives me that sort of like, like pent up virile like energy,
Paul.
That's how you have to be if you're going to be hot. You have
Well, I
to
guess
make
not
me
pause.
You have to make me feel like I'm in need of clapping cheeks.
You got to go like to animal mode, basically.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what it is. If you are hot, you like give me that feeling for sure. And I think that's the case for most men. This does not give me that feeling. This is like that maybe that like cute feeling where it's like, oh, she seems sweet,
That's
at
even
best.
pushing it.
At best, I'm saying. She doesn't look hot. She's not hot.
She's mid. She is like textbook mid.
Okay, as far as face shape, a little asymmetrical. But not completely. Like she does have some symmetry. I think it's just in the cheeks that it's a little asymmetrical. A little bit in the eyes, but for the most part, not a completely asymmetrical face. Like it's not absurd. She does have a little bit of like chubbier cheeks, which again, that's what leans into like the whole like, cutesy thing. Even so, you don't really like want a woman with huge cheeks or anything. I mean, if you're talking about the face, right? But you don't want a woman that looks like she had buccal fat removal surgery either.
Yeah, fucking.
I'd rather have this.
Starlight.
Yeah, I'd rather have this than that.
Yeah, that's
this
not
is
good.
better. This is better. Okay. So, and she has a nice nose, like, like it's not, like the shape of her face isn't like, her facial features is not that bad. Like it's, it's okay. It's all right. Now,
overrated as fuck.
I do know that her eyebrows look a little thin.
I think that's because she's like blonde.
Yeah. Probably the hairs. But, overall, like if this woman didn't have those same takes as RFH, not so bad. It's like, honestly, like, okay, she, I don't think she's ugly, but
yeah,
hot, super hot, hot or super hot. Those are not characterizations of this woman.
that is a lie.
I'll be generous and call you cute, but really super hot, you're not turning me on. Pause.
Yeah, this is like, the other thing is you don't really get a good like look at her proportions either. That would be another factor to consider.
Yeah.
But I mean, judging off of this photo, I'm not holding my breath.
Somebody made this photo. It's let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. This is bad Billy Pratt. She got really into mayonnaise on this, mayonnaise on that. I said to her, enough with the mayonnaise. She couldn't be reasoned with. Okay, that's pretty good. That's funny. That's kind of funny, actually. I don't know who made this
username.
Oh yeah, I saw it too right now. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Should I do something about that, or should we just leave it?
I think that was too funny.
Jesus Christ! But to get back on topic, well, for two things, did I ever send you that thing where it was like a guy was like advertising his I guess you could call it like beautician shit, where he had like a picture of a girl with like her natural look and then a picture of her after the fact, and it seemed like it wasn't like makeup or anything. It was like actually like procedures and shit on the face and all that, and like the entire comment section's like, bro, you ruined her. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
Oh man.
I think I remember the one you're exactly talking about.
She was like a brunette, I think.
Yeah, but it was like a whole like facelift thing or something.
Something like that, yeah. It was like the buccal fat removed, some other shit. Like it was like, no, I remember exactly. It was like she looks great at 30 now. And everybody was like 30. I mean, she didn't look that bad to begin with. What are you talking about? But now she looks like a fucking cartoon character.
I was watching Family Feud last night, and first of all, I think it might have been a rerun, honestly. But Steve Harvey had a leather suit on, like it was leather jacket, leather shirt, and leather tie.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like leather dress shirt and leather tie. That was the weird part. The leather jacket I could have accepted, and I could have thought that was stylish. But having a leather tie and a leather dress shirt, that's too much, man.
Did he have leather pants?
No, actually.
That would have been funny.
That would have been.
A full Judas Priest attire.
Yeah. But I didn't know why he did that, first of all. But no, what I was thinking about was it was like the last what was the last round where you have to do like the 200 points?
I know what you're talking about, but I forget what they call it.
Yeah, like
Like
they
sudden
were
death,
asking
something
the
like that?
question like what is the best age like for it to be a trophy wife? Like what is that considered? I think the first one said 28 and the second one said 25. But 28?
28. Yeah, you're getting a bit high there.
And I think that was high up in the answers. Like I don't even think the 25 got anything if I remember correctly, and I think the 28 actually got like a significant amount of points.
I guess
it was
from
the
the
number
point
one
of
answer.
view of like maybe like a 50-year-old guy,
Yeah.
sure, or like a 60-year-old guy. But even then, why wouldn't you not just go just a little bit lower?
24.
24 is a good age.
Yeah, I mean the whole like thing about there was that like thing done, the analysis about Tinder, and then it was like showing, or I don't know if it was dating apps in general, but they were showing like 22-year-olds were getting the most swipes.
Yeah, that's a pretty, because like they're old enough to drink, but not, too old either.
Yep.
I don't know. 22. It looks nice. The number. I like that number.
Yeah.
2 2s.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. What was it? I had something else, I think.
I was going to ask, what exactly is the RFH or whatever the fuck her name is? What are her takes? Because she shows up in the feed, but I don't like. It seems like she kind of flip flops on what positions she is on in terms of like what is considered
her pin tweet. Her pin tweet is no one wants to address the fact that many men are not actually ensouled, meaning their mothers didn't orgasm when they were conceived, and that's why men or women find them repellent.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Can you repeat that?
No one wants to address the fact that many men are not actually ensouled. Their mother didn't orgasm when they were conceived, and that's why women find them repellent.
So women find men unattractive because they weren't conceived with an orgasm?
Yeah.
How would they even know what that?
Because apparently that gives them a soul.
What?
That's her pinned tweet. I mean, you take that how you want.
That's
and then
retarded.
she has a tweet from September 25th saying, "I'm super hot and all the hot men love me and I have a fat ass."
I mean, what do you mean by fat?
Yeah.
Like that one or whatever the fucker. What was it? Costa Rica that she's from? The one girl that's got like the ridiculously huge thighs and ass that it looks like inhuman. If it's like that, then I mean, I don't know. That's kind of gross.
Let's see. Yeah, but she has just a bunch of takes about like for some reason. Oh wait, hold on. She has as far as I can recall, she had a boyfriend. Also, I think some people keep talking about her like losing custody of her kids. So that has to mean that she's fucked, you know?
Yeah, because damn, it's pretty hard for that to happen, isn't it?
Yeah. She has a tweet saying small boobs are peaty.
No.
Well, she's quoting a tweet where, she's quoting a tweet where someone says women with larger breasts produce less sweet breast milk. It's a study.
So is she like in the PD kind of area or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh.
As far as like Anabology called her something about like he said she was like the male or the female Carl Jung. Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
Well, I think he was trying to say it as far as like she resonates a lot with females and shit like that, but I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Just because I'm a 180-pound Finnish woman doesn't mean I'm not a 6.
Well, see, she has a decent tweet here because she actually knows about like she's sugar pilled Because like there's somebody who made a tweet saying ketosis, like I'll put it up here. I'll put it up here. Hold on. Let's just put her Twitter up. Yeah. This is a pretty good one. Somebody says ketosis is literally our natural state. Babies are born into ketosis and stay in ketosis until they eat sugar. We enter ketosis more readily than other species. This is our evolutionary advantage, not a starvation mode. But then she quote tweets it and she's like, no. And then she puts that there's 17 grams of sugar in breast milk and 1 cup of it.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
So she is pilled as far as that, though she does hate men. And for some reason has a boyfriend on top of that. I don't know why she would ever date men.
And 80 pounds.
Huh?
She's 180 pounds apparently.
How tall is she?
She is Finnish, so she could be pretty tall, to be fair.
That's a good point. But she doesn't have that thin of a face.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for her. You know you're still sharing, right?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to go through her Twitter. Men are just too ghetto for love.
What?
Men don't care or understand how heartbreaking it is to grow up and realize how much men just hate the fuck out of women. Women aren't inanimate objects, and the fact that you equate as to such not only proves, yeah, okay, how much you hate us, but that it's so ingrained into you that you can't even recognize it as such. Hating women is just like breathing air to you.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is bad. That's what that Finnish schooling does for you.
Yes, women started the gender war by not allowing men to own property, keep their names, and earn their own money. Yeah. Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah, they're not missing much.
True.
You should come on to defend yourself, though.
Yes, RFH, come on our show. Give your feminist takes on here for our viewers.
No chance whatsoever that's gonna happen.
Yeah, just DM her. Is her DMs open? Let me see.
I mean, you probably could try.
Yeah, her DMs are open.
Give it a whirl, not just for
She has quite a few flags in her bio.
She does. A lot of flags. Is that the British flag? Or like the English flag?
That red.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it is.
Uh,
At eternal war with Rome. Whoa. Whoa. You can't be at eternal war with Rome unless you're Greek, but she's not. So that's not okay. Gonna have to push back on that.
What else you got for us, Mr. Greg?
Let's see. What else do I got here? What else do I have? What else do I have? I saw a clip the other day about Ashton Kutcher potentially murdering some woman or whatever.
What?
Yeah. There was like something about, it was like, you know, that one guy that shows up. I don't know. You probably don't know who I'm talking about, but he's like this one guy on TikTok with like a mustache. I think a man bun. He's like he's like decently in shape, but he'll do like these videos where he goes after specifically like things you're not supposed to talk about. But he was doing one on how Ashton Kutcher, when he was first getting started or like early in his career, is like trying to meet some girl, and then like the next day she's found dead, and like the whole investigation gets dropped entirely for like years.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, there was like a lot of other stuff. I don't remember everything though. But you know Hyde from That 70s Show?
No.
Oh. Well, that was one of his co-stars in That 70s Show. And apparently he got like convicted of snuggle struggles like over and over and over again. And but he's a Scientologist.
Snuggle struggles.
Yeah.
I kind of get what you're saying, but you know, did he have to lure them into the bedroom to begin with, or did it only start when they were, you know, while they were doing it? Like, did the women say, like, you know,
like did they retract consent?
Well, no, I'm more, well, yes, but also like, did he get like really weird once it already started, and then that's when things took the turn for the worse? Or was it like to begin with, they didn't even want it at all, ever?
It would seem it was the latter.
Oh, wow.
I'm not entirely sure.
Because you say snuggle struggles, I think it's more like, they're like into him at first, but then he starts doing things that they don't like.
Oh.
And then it gets really weird from there. Because like,
fart, nigga, that's that shit I don't like.
Yeah, because he's maybe well, I guess either way it would be the implication.
Yeah. So when I say snuggle struggle, I mean generally the essay.
Yeah, I got essays, man. I wrote my essay one. Essays.
But
RAPER.
Oh wait,
he left out a P. D.
Oh, the Eminem thing.
Yeah.
I remember how this gets tied up together now. So apparently he was getting all these accusations, and he was obviously fighting it. And then also he's a Scientologist, so that's why it got buried for a while. By the way, I have no ill will towards Scientology or Scientologists. Nothing bad to say whatsoever. Anyway, moving on. So allegedly,
they're trying to cancel me, Gen Z me, bruh.
Jesus Christ. Allegedly, all these women that came out against him, they started getting like their dogs killed and shit, and like getting followed and like harassed and threatened by people that may or may not have been part of the Church of Scientology. May or may not have been. There's no evidence to indicate that it is, that I know of. I'm just saying, allegedly, that might have happened. But yeah,
but it couldn't have.
No, because the Church of Scientology would never do anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're peace-loving people.
Well, let's not go that far.
Well, that's true. I don't know. Maybe they aren't. I don't know. Either way, I've got no
Xena
qualms.
would not approve of this.
Whoa. You know.
Hey, the podcast ever is only for level 7 clearance Scientologists. You shouldn't be listening to this if you're at the lower levels where you don't know about Xenu yet, okay?
True. Either way, that's only tangentially related to the main point. So anyway, when this whole thing's going on where he's getting accused of SA, Ashton Kutcher, and his essays.
I keep thinking about every time you say SA, I think about the Eminem line. I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah. So he's getting accused of that, and apparently Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, they were like writing, like petitioning and writing letters and shit amongst a bunch of other Hollywood people. I'm so surprised that he's innocent and he's a great person and all that, which, I mean, even if he's a great person, he could be a really great guy. That is nothing. That says nothing about the actual accusations, but I digress. Anyway, I forgot who it was. I think some woman that knew Ashton Kutcher sent a letter in response to the fact that he was sending letters or like making like statements or whatever supporting him. She was like, "You better stop or whatever. Don't you forget that I know exactly what happened on that night." And she gives the date or whatever. And I know all about it, and I know that I can ruin you or some shit like that. So that's where it gets kind of messy.
Wow.
Like a football player. That was easily the most distorted one.
Messy.
I'm messy?
Oh my god, I hate that. Okay.
Yeah, he may or may not be well, I mean, come on. Hollywood people. Is there any like doubt anymore from anybody that's not,
Hollywood people?
Slop.
Now when you say Hollywood
NPC,
people.
What? Hold on.
What do you mean by that?
Hollywood aligned individuals.
That still doesn't help us here.
It makes it a bit better. Anyway, Hollywood aligned individuals. If anything, I think everybody kind of knows. Well, again, unless you're a slop in consuming NPC, that there's a lot of shady stuff going on. You don't get there because of your talent. I think anybody with a brain can kind of understand that at this point, considering the kind of shit they pump out left and right, both in music and in terms of like movies and shows and all that. But there's a lot of shady stuff going on. So I don't think anybody's really surprised about this shit. If anything, I'd say the surprise would come from the fact that it's not been like pursued in any way, shape, or form. Now, again, this is all alleged, but I mean, would anybody be surprised if it was true?
Yes.
Oh, well, surprise.
Because they would never do that. Let's see.
What do you mean? He was in that 70s show. He can't have done something bad.
Yeah, what is that 70s show even about?
It's literally a sitcom that's set in the 70s.
But what's it about?
It's about high school kids. That's it.
Doing what?
Any like high school shit. And it's like vaguely referencing 70s culture by like the stuff they wear. And that's kind of it.
What am I looking at here? Oh, I understand the joke now. Check out this comic. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. That's the comic.
Oh, it took
Yeah.
a while.
It took me a second, right? Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, what? What's the difference? See, because we're not racists on this show.
I don't think I've ever been served tacos by a white guy.
Really? I've been to what's the name of that
Actual
place?
tacos?
Oh. Actual tacos.
I mean, if you mean like Taco Bell type shit, probably.
Well, are you talking about like a Mexican, authentic Mexican, like the place is run by Mexicans and they hired a white guy? Or are you saying it could be like a chain restaurant that's supposed to be authentic Mexican food?
I mean, like the food itself is authentic. I had like a pale Mexican, a white Mexican one could say, serve me, but not like an actual white guy or like white woman.
If I recall, a white guy served me a chimichanga.
Bro, that would be so nice. Like you get like one of those like bottle girls from like a club, but she's serving you like tacos. That'd be great.
That would be pretty epic. You know, why don't they have more food at clubs?
I don't know, man. I'm fucking hungry in the club.
Yeah, exactly. You're drinking, like you need, like they would avoid people throwing up as much, wouldn't they?
Exactly. You're getting rid of a liability, I guess, because you would have to. The whole thing about the club is that it's like a low risk, relatively speaking, low. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? Low financial burdensome kind of thing. But if you add the food, then you got to get approved by the FDA. You got to have this, that, and the other. You need to make sure everything's checked and all that. You got to have shipments. You got to make sure they're stored properly. So that could become an issue. I was surprised at one club that your buddy, like he was just eating a steak there. Of all the places, I would think a nightclub would be more willing to deal with that than a strip club.
That's pretty epic.
I mean, I don't know if I trust the meat there.
I ate it before and I'm fine.
So you're saying it's better than Chili's?
Yes, actually, I would rather go back there than go to Chili's. That's true. It was a little salty. I'll give you that. Yeah. But it didn't give me food poisoning.
I think I'd prefer a slightly oversalted steak than an undersalted steak.
And I'd rather have a salty steak than one that's going to give me food poisoning.
That too.
Because, you know, clearly Chili's can't even get their act together better than a strip club can. You know, that's saying something.
It was a pretty decent sized steak too.
Dude, I loved that steak. That was great. That was actually great. It's exactly what I needed that night. I can confidently say I've eaten a steak at a strip club. Like, think about that. You can tell people that now.
I need to go to a strip club and eat a steak now.
That's the only one I can think of where they have any, but yeah.
I feel like Miami is a place where they'd have food at strip clubs.
Yeah, they'll probably rob you too, or at least try to scam you.
By the way, watching a lot of clips from Miami-based content creators, the way I said that makes it sound like they're OnlyFans people. No. Well, like Fresh and Fit, they're saying that it's like a normal thing for strippers to sell sex like that. So that kind of explains your other story that one time.
By the way, that wasn't me. It was another guy.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Another guy that you may or may not.
It was his birthday. Come on, give him a pass.
Well, you think that would hold up in court?
Yeah, it should. You should be allowed to do that one day a year. Come on.
Your Honor, it was his birthday. And
Why is that not the case?
Huh?
Why is that not the case that they allow it for that day? Come on.
I mean, if any day, maybe like a bachelor party. I guess that could be a better day. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair though, he did not go through with the deed anyway, so there's nothing to.
Well, he lost money.
He did lose money.
He was intending to do it.
But he wouldn't have known to intend to do it if she didn't bring it up.
That's true. Arrest her.
How does that work? Do they arrest the prostitute or do they?
Honestly, if they do, then the club will bail them out, right? Or if it's not a club, I don't know what they would do actually. The pimp. That's why they got a pimp, man. They got somebody to bail them out.
Would the pimp be the club owner?
No, even if it's not a club.
Oh, okay.
But that's actually a pretty good reason to have a pimp when you think about it. Legal trouble. You need somebody there.
True. Well, if it's in that city, I don't know. I feel like you could easily get around that.
Yeah. I think in some places they just kind of accept that it happens so much that they're like, well, why would we even bother?
I mean, honestly, yeah. It's a very weird thing to like imagine like you're doing like a sting operation on that and you walk in and you see some guy like balls deep in a broad. Like that's a very awkward situation. I wouldn't want to do that as a cop.
Yeah. Imagine the guy likes it getting caught by the cops.
He doesn't stop.
That's even worse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, hey, okay, take me away, but come on, I paid for this already.
Yeah. No, officer, don't leave just yet.
Imagine like the police.
Sit down. Quick.
Police officer barges it, breaks the door open, like, oh shit. Oh, we'll let you finish. No. Stay.
I like the danger.
Don't holster your weapon. Keep it up.
Keep that gun pointed at me.
Now, if you get a female cop, you're dead. It's over.
No, for sure. She would just come in blasting. Yeah, female cops, they're pretty prone to that. What's with that? It's like a woman, like when you're telling her to stop. Have you seen some of those videos where they're like driving and they know they're about to crash and it's like, stop. And so you saying stop just makes them freak out even more so they don't even hit the brakes. It's like that.
Well, have you seen videos of people getting shot being like, please stop, and they just keep firing?
Well, I don't know if I've seen that, but definitely they're very prone to just doing it. Like taser.
I saw that one video. I don't remember where I got it from, but somebody sent me a video where a guy was like getting pulled over by a female cop, and I forgot how it escalated, but he basically closed the door and fucking zoomed off, and she started shooting at him as he was closing the door.
Yeah, that's wild.
The fuck was that?
Yeah. What are you going to accomplish with that? Well, this wasn't even a female cop, but once I saw a cop pit maneuver a car that was, it had its hazards on and it was planning on getting off at the next exit, apparent, like visibly, because it was slowing down and had the hazards on, and the cop still like pit maneuvered the car and flipped it.
Bro, what?
Yeah, these cops are insane, dude.
Was that like you saw it in person or?
No, I saw a video of it.
Oh, okay.
But that's what happened.
It seems like all right in these parts from my experience.
Yeah, I haven't had any experiences other than one that like berated me over, my comprehension of math for how much I was going over.
You should have just told him your major. You would have been like, oh, okay.
No, I did, but he didn't. He was saying it's a good thing you're not in any like math major.
Oh wow, he's just a dick.
Yeah, he was a dick, but then he left. He didn't give me a ticket.
Fair enough.
He said he got another call, but I don't know. Maybe he either was making that up or he actually did have the call. Maybe he did. I don't know. It happens.
Meta, like you text your buddy real quick. Hey, I need you to do something fucking ridiculous in this area.
Yeah, cause a distraction. Yeah.
Well,
you could tell him like, officer, my friend, he got in a car accident. You have to get to him, and then it's like, how like the clip. Did you watch the one with Frank and the clams?
It sounds familiar, but I'm not remembering it.
Okay. Well, anyway, point being is like the friend would like, you're like, my friend got in a fatal accident. You have to go help him. He's like, where's he at? And then you hear the crash after. It's like, that's the accident.
Wait. So wait, he planned like a fake crash sound, or
Yeah, but
what?
but it actually happens. The crash actually happens, but you have your timing wrong as far as telling him that the accident happened. So it happens after the fact that you said it to him.
Wait, now I'm confused.
You tell the officer, "Sir, my friend has been in a fatal accident. You have to go help him." Then you hear the crash, and you're like, "There it is."
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So it's like you told him before it was even happening. Yes.
Would he just like what would he do in that situation?
I think he would be distracted by the fact that there was an accident.
I guess he would have to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Report
he
him.
would- yeah.
He's like, wait a minute.
You sly dog.
Y'all, it almost got me.
Yeah, almost got you there. Huh? Yeah, you
I
were
need,
so
like,
close, bud.
like that. I need something like that. I don't think I.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm seeing a screenshot of an article here. Look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Ultra processed foods can be healthy if they're mostly vegan, USDA study suggests.
Oh man.
Looks at how combining plant-based processed foods such as instant oatmeal, canned beans, and dried fruit can be part of a healthy diet.
Wait, hold on. Skaya? We're letting the Russians tell us what to do? I thought this is America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible advice.
Yeah, also, yeah, X-Fat Loss points out something important. Oatmeal and canned beans are quote-unquote processed food. More proof that processed food is a ridiculous and meaningless term. Yeah, because like when you think of ultra-processed foods, are you really thinking of those as your first things? Even especially dried fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, instant oatmeal, canned beans, and dried fruit. Those are not the first things I think about. I'm thinking about Pop-Tarts.
Unless you're buying like fresh fruit, everything you eat has some kind of process to it.
And
when
how
you're
is this
getting it from
ultra processed?
Yeah, how are they defining that?
Yeah, that seems like, honestly, these are just processed foods, you know, and meat is a processed food if they butcher it up for you.
That's a process.
That's a process, you know? Oats, I guess, are the most processed thing here. Beans, I mean, they're not, I mean, they just kind of put them in a can. That's the process. And then dried fruit, they just dry it. That's a process. How's that ultra processed? Is it the facility?
It has to be one of those stupid buzzwords. You know, I've been getting like way better at realizing how many of these words are just kind of meaningless like that. What the fuck is that?
Stopped up after too many salads, the cure could be Coca-Cola. Gastric bizarres, I don't know, bizarres? Hard accumulation of non-digestible vegetable or other materials can develop in people with poor gastric emptying due to conditions like hypothyroidism, diabetes, and previous gastric surgery.
Is that shit on a plate?
Yeah, pretty sure. Well, they're called gastric bezors, hard accumulations of non-digestible vegetable. Okay, so like,
I'm gonna have to blur that.
Technically,
Definitely gonna have to blur that.
or just stop eating salads. It's barely food. True.
Yeah, bro, that's like the hardest thing to tell people, especially women. Like, why are you getting a salad? Well, because I'm on a diet. Like, bro, it is literally like anti-food. What are you doing?
Yeah, my friend Zarius actually, he was like, "Yeah, man, I've been eating a lot of Caesar salads and stuff, you know, trying to lose some weight." I'm like, "No, what are you doing?"
To be fair, if you're gonna get a salad, Caesar is probably the best. It's got the Parmesan cheese.
Actually, I don't know if he said Caesar. I think he said more like Southwest.
So
it has
that's got
beans.
beans and corn and shit.
Yep. I think he did say Southwest. But the
the
dressing
anchovy
is
sauce?
bad no matter what.
The Caesar salad dressing, or
Any of the dressings.
I like the anchovy sauce.
No,
Although
I'm
it
saying
is-
just the fact that they have poofas in them.
Yeah.
But no, I was telling him, man, just eat carrots. You know, if you want a salad for weight loss, eat carrots.
I'm actually almost out of carrots. I got exactly one left.
Yeah. And there's that one song, the carrot salad song that I found entertaining.
I'm surprised they found that, but I guess if it's some kind of trendy vegetable thing, you're bound to find it on white girl Twitter. or TikTok.
Yeah, they found out about the carrot salad. They start adding like sesame seeds and fucking like whatever kind of fucking other oils and shit. Like they're like, oh, let's make it pretty.
This fucking Asian like trend. You got to make everything Asian now.
Yeah, fuck Asians.
I mean, depends on the kind, but yes.
You mean more in the sense of
reproduction.
Yeah. Well, so which Asians are you going with? Just the Japanese and the Koreans, or are we discovering
Mongols are
something
acceptable.
Here?
They come with
Mongols.
a good lifestyle.
Honestly, that's true because the Japanese and the Koreans, like they're eating like shit.
Bro, I saw a video that a buddy of mine sent me of a Mongolian milk festival. Shit was crazy.
Why would we? Honestly, if we're going to East Asia at all, Mongolia has to be it because of the diet. Think about the level of PUFAs in the other ones.
So much dairy, so much. I'm pretty sure they only eat like ruminant meat. I don't think they eat a lot of chicken. Pork, I think they do eat, but
this is still a base diet overall.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with the Japanese and the Koreans is that, at least from my perception, it does seem like they eat a decent amount of red meat, but then they also like marinate it in like seed oils and shit. So
Yeah.
that's the other issue.
Hong Kong eats a decent amount of red meat. I think they eat the most. Other than
they were more
I don't know
pork.
about Mongols, huh?
I thought there were more pork.
Well, I looked at their average like at red meat consumption, and it was like probably like over a pound per person. If I remember correctly, like they're one of the biggest red meat eaters.
Not bad, not bad. I think
Okay.
okay. I think Mongolia, they were like the biggest consumer of either goat or lamb. Last I checked, could be misremembering that.
I haven't seen many of their women.
They range from looking like Central Asian Turks to looking like Japanese, or not like East Asians. So it kind of varies.
So Mongolia then therefore is the optimal place in East Asia just because of the diet and the looks.
I guess so, yeah.
So if anything, it's better than Japan or South Korea. What about culturally? I'm not too familiar.
You'd probably get a farm and just ignore it.
True that. So you'd rather live in Mongolia than
I mean,
Mongolian.
Yes.
Is that just it? You just have to live wherever you get them instead of bringing them back?
No, you don't have to do that.
Because I don't like that idea.
I don't like it either for a lot of reasons that I will not go into details on here. It does seem like a suboptimal thing to be doing.
See, like I would take them and maybe not necessarily go back to the US, go to like Mexico or Costa Rica. But, like you got to take them with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't take them to where they are and stay there.
I imagine if you don't go to like a main, well, I don't know about Europe nowadays, but if you don't take them to the US, the immigration laws should be pretty lax too anyway.
Yeah. So there you go. You just become an expat with a wife, like a what are they called? I'm just thinking bang maid, but you take your bang maid and you go with her to another country that you prefer. So you kind of have, this is kind of like a pick and choose sort of thing. This is like an a la carte thing, I like it.
You roll up to the Argentine fucking drive-thru. Yeah, can I get a white trad white, please? A la carte.
Hold the goy slop.
No kids, please.
Yeah.
You want blue or brown? Blue, please. Blue eyes.
Yeah, it's a pretty good option. I would like that.
Where's a trad wife store? That's what I need.
Like how in oh wait, you're still watching through Sony. You didn't. I don't know if you remember that one.
I did.
You remember the Gang Saves the Day or whichever one it was called? It was like the hold up in the gas station.
Probably not.
Oh, okay, never mind. There was whatever, it's fine. You'll get there. Point is, in Charlie's mind, there is such thing as a marriage store.
Oh wait, no, I do remember that.
Yes.
The marriage store.
Yeah.
I just don't remember the episode you're talking about, but I
Okay,
remember
well,
him
anyway,
saying
that's the point. Yeah, that sequence there. Charlie believes there's a marriage store and I guess a baby store too.
shit. There was like this one skit. I can't remember how it goes though. But why does kids you know about babies? Forgot what it was now. It was
Whitest
pretty.
kids you know.
Yeah.
What's that?
You remember that one video or reel I sent you about the guy talking to like a class? Or no, I don't think he was talking to kids. He was talking like just in general. Did you guys know that the only thing that is illegal to say in the United States is that's that.
Yeah.
And then there was like another one where he was like talking to kids about like what they want to do when they grow up, and this one kid's like, I want to go on the moon. He's like, well, you can't because it didn't happen. Or then he goes into like a 9/11 conspiracy thing.
You know, apparently soon Earth is going to get 2 moons.
What?
I saw this on Shorts. There's some sort of asteroid that's going to be in Earth's orbit for like a month or 2. We're going to have 2 moons.
It's not going to kill us?
No. There's no harm to us.
How's it going to get in our orbit without...
Let's see. Yeah, so 1 week ago on CBS News, Earth will get a second...
News.
Yeah, Earth will get a second mini moon for 2 months. Hold on. Yeah. We are going to steal the moon! Okay.
We are going to steal...
Ah! Oh my god, dude! It wants me to turn off these ad blockers. Ah!
Damn, I never get that problem. It's a you problem.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, it's such a pain in the ass to close these ad blockers because I have more than one. So for the extra protection, but then it recognizes them all. Okay. Makes the ad blockers irrelevant. How can sites know? Let me see. Earth will get a second mini moon for 2 months this year. For about 2 months from September 29th to November 25th. Yeah. When a small asteroid begins to orbit our planet, the asteroid was discovered in August and is set to become a mini moon revolving around Earth in a horseshoe shape. How does it revolve in a horseshoe shape? It goes one way and then flips back and goes the other?
That sounds retarded.
Horseshoe shape. How do you see that? How does that work? Okay, well anyway. An asteroid called 2020 CD3 was bound to Earth for several years before leaving the planet's orbit in 2020, and another called 2022. Okay, so I guess there were possibilities or something. Let's see. What's the moon called? I'm trying to figure out what the moon is called. The second moon. Moon 2. The event. Moon 2 event. Let's see. 2024 PT5 is from the Arjuna asteroid belt, which orbits the sun, according to their study. But Earth's gravitational pull will draw 2024 PT5. So I guess our second moon is going to be called 2024 PT5. It will orbit our planet, but only for 56.6 days.
These nerds are really bad at naming shit.
Yeah, it's like Elon Musk's son's name.
I forgot about that. Isn't he like not together with Grimes
Angel
now?
A-12 or something? Huh?
Didn't him and Grimes separate or whatever?
Yeah.
So, does he have custody at all, or what's going on with that?
That's a great question. I don't know. Elon
Grimes
has kids
is,
from different places.
Elon's
kind of like Future, you know? Elon's like
Oh.
Future if Future had $1 billion.
He's African Future.
Oh, well, yeah, actually. African Future. Yeah, Elon Musk. That's your anti-racism moment of the day right there, folks.
I was going to
Don't go
say
based
that
on looks alone.
Grimes does not seem like she'd be good for maternal instincts. She's a weird one.
Demented.
Yeah. I mean, even her music is kind of weird.
Which should tell you something about her.
It does. It really does. But I did find that clip I was talking about. It was like a stork factory, and the whole like gist of it was basically the guy was like, so like the babies are getting like they're on a conveyor belt, and he gives the baby to a stork to deliver them, and he was only having them delivered to like really shitty third world countries, and then like the like higher ups are like, hey, so we've been noticing you've only been sending babies to like to less than ideal areas, and they try to get them to like stop or whatever, and yeah, it gets pretty dark pretty soon.
I'm still on this carrot.
The
Just
carrot
take
takes a
bite every
while.
once in a while.
You know, I don't like eating the carrots too much like that because the amount of force it takes to bite one, I'm always worried I'm gonna like lose a tooth or something like that.
I don't feel that. I bite with the back of my mouth.
I do too, but sometimes like the pieces that come out of like when you bite it, it feels like the same shape and like a size as like a tooth. I'm like, oh shit, is this it? And I'm always not right. But yeah, that shit spooks me, especially when I heard that fact like the other. I don't know, that might be like fake. I don't think it is though. Where it only takes like the force you would take to bite a carrot is the amount it would take to bite off your pinky. Apparently,
Right. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that
I
at
don't
all.
like that. I don't like that either.
Imagine like you're eating. I don't know why you'd be eating it like that, but you're eating a carrot with like your pinky in your mouth or whatever, bro. You're fucked.
Do you think anybody's ever tested that with their own mouth and pinky?
See, I was really inclined to almost test it out, but I didn't want to for obvious
Why would
reasons.
you?
Because it seemed like bullshit, but I was like, now that I think about it,
Well, I
can
have
see
bit
it.
down on my pinky before just to see how much it hurts, but I never went to the point where I was like, let me try and do it. Apparently the Mythbusters tested this. We could watch that. I don't know if that would be copyright, but I kind of want to watch some of it.
I also kind of want to watch some of it.
Let's see, Mythbusters. Pinky.
Why do you call it a pinky? I don't like that name.
This one says Fireman Finger Mini Myth.
What does that even? What? What does that even mean?
Using a finger to break glass, apparently. Let me look up Mythbusters carrot. Let me see if they did it. Because the AI summary was telling me that they did it, but maybe it's wrong. Or maybe the episode. Oh, no. Hold on. I don't see Mythbusters. I see this other guy doing it. It's like this 10-minute video. Just go through it. Kind of quick. Can you bite off your finger like a carrot is the title. I'm getting ads.
You're not using Brave.
I am. No, I'm not. I checked. I wasn't. Okay. Let's check it out. At what speed? Where is the playback speed? 1.75?
Try it.
Why is there? I don't like this. I don't like this.
How you going? So, this was one of those myths that I first heard when I was a little kid, around the same time as other unlikely stories, like if you feed rice to birds, their stomach will explode, or if my dad leaves the house and never comes back, I'll become a strong, stable, and independent man. But this character is probably the most intriguing and has become one of the most popular pop science facts regurgitated by drunk dudes and magazines in doctors' waiting rooms. And I reckon it's probably because it sounds bizarre and crazy and is almost untestable. Like if I told you that if you shatter your toes with a hammer, it sounds a little like the D-major scale. You're decent.
Okay. Oh my God. What am I looking
Whoa.
at?
Yes, that we seem to be more in touch with the body of a root vegetable than our own physical selves. So
Why?
Fuck.
someone must know the answer. Maybe Gollum, or like an Albanian people smuggler.
I'm going to turn it to 1.5. It's kind of sounding weird. It's like distorting his voice. Not like distorting as in like, but like the
Sounds like a
frequency.
transformer.
Yeah.
So you decide to turn to the internet for closure, but that makes it worse, as you realize it is filled with hundreds of curious people just like you that aren't quite enthusiastic enough to sacrifice a finger. And eventually you find some people that claim to know the answers.
Also on the carrot, like I'm kind of like taking a hit of maple syrup every time I do the carrot, because I'm used to the carrot salad where it has the honey. The carrot flavor by itself isn't the most desirable, so I kind of take like a little bit of maple syrup with it, and it actually makes it taste good.
I didn't know you had that you put honey in the salad. I thought it was just coconut oil.
Well, I do. I don't think you have to. It's the, you know, as the video or as the song says, coconut oil, white vinegar, and salt. Carrots shaved parallel to their stalk. It's like that. So
yeah.
So there is no honey. So I am kind of doing the white chick thing, but it tastes good.
I don't have a.
It's not such a bad additive
with me.
Hmm?
So I can't cut it lengthwise.
You should get one.
I guess I could try with the knife, but I'm not too confident in my ability not to slice my arm open.
It's not the same, man. I've tried it like that. It's too thick.
Yeah.
Like this wiki user, or Amy Evans from the extremely popular website I'm a Scientist, Get Me Out of Here, and she's extremely certain that this myth is indeed true, but I'm kind of skeptical of her confidence. How does Amy know that you can bite off your finger as easily as a cat?
Why am I tempted to bite my finger now?
Right?
It's tempting me. This isn't good.
All right, was she born with 6 fingers, or does she somehow have access to a larger base of human volunteers on which she is able to conduct experiments on in order to answer questions from strangers on the internet? Amy! And I tried to contact Amy or the folks over at I'm a Scientist, Get Me Out of Here to let them know that I was onto them, but I wouldn't tell the authority bite through our fingers like a carrot. But our brain says, wait, mate, don't do that. You need your fingers. So it looks like I'm going to have to come up with a way to bypass my brain and legally bite off a finger. And I'm hoping that testing this out should be fairly easy. All I need to do is just get cutting surfaces, then place a carrot inside, and then my finger inside, and measure how much force it takes to cut each of them off. And I kind of don't want to use a blade as it doesn't really represent a human mouth. So I ordered a human skull from my second favorite website to get human bone, www.ilovepolpot.com.
That was actually a good joke.
Thing with and compare them. I don't really know how I'm going to get a fake human finger. The supermarket only had fingers of fish, which are beautiful, but not helpful. So I'm going to have to make one. Now, I don't want to buy any expensive silicones or anything, so I'm going to attempt to make a mold of my finger out of candle wax, which turns out to be a pretty stupid way of making a mold, as melted wax is hot and burns you.
Oh my God, this guy has like no instincts.
And I need to just keep dipping my finger back and forth until I build up a thick enough layer to form a mold. And I don't know how thick it's meant to be or how it's going to make it. I don't even know if this is going to work. So this took like 10 minutes to make and looks horrible and
that looks like it could be something else.
burnt my finger. So then I thought maybe a quicker alternative could be casting all my fingers in plaster, which I thought would be easy. And I kind of left my hand in the plaster a little too long. Oi, come here. What do you want? My hand's stuck.
I remember one time, what was it? I was trying to like caulk my wall.
What?
Yeah, I was using some like caulk, I think it was. I can't remember if I was using caulk or if it was like some sort of plaster or something. You don't know what caulk is? CAULK.
I've never heard of that.
Really? You haven't heard of caulk?
I mean, not spelled like that.
Not, but it's like, you know, you have this canister and some white stuff comes out of it.
Bro.
I don't, you know, you're not familiar with this?
No.
Oh. So you don't know about caulk. Okay, well, I can't remember if it was that or what. I remember I was like trying to do something with my wall at an apartment I was at to like fix something. I don't remember if it was like paint chipping or what. I can't remember exactly what I was trying to fix. Point being, I think it was my shower rack maybe. I think I was trying to do something there. Anyway, I got some on my hand and it took me forever to peel it off because it actually got like all over my hand. Yeah, so I feel like this guy right now. Or I felt like what he feels like.
In the plaster. Stuck in what? Stuck in plaster. Why is your hand in plaster? Well, it's casting my hand. It's stuck there? Yeah, it's stuck.
So did he use a yogurt tub? Is that what I'm looking at here?
That's what it looks like.
Because I was like, why is he... Yeah, I was like, why did they make yogurt tubs of plaster? But no, that's not what happened.
What are we going to do? I can get a hammer from the garage. Oh, just careful, because if it goes through, you're just going to shatter my fingers. Yeah, well, unless you...
Oops, what did I do? I exited it. These are like the Da Vinci guys, you know? How they like throw dumbbells at each other and shit.
I've only seen that one clip of that.
Da Vinci? And then they like throw dumbbells in some of them. And then they cut right before the dumbbell lands. I think they edit it, but because there's no way those dumbbells are hitting them. But it kind of reminds me of that stupid shit because, you know, right now what these guys are doing, you know, they landed themselves in quite the situation.
You know, I never get a chance to tell anybody this, but if you were going by the Latin pronunciation, the classical Latin pronunciation, it would in fact be da Vinci.
Some of the real stuff called alginate. So then I'm just going to grab some of my mum's wine glasses to use
Da Vinci?
Da Vinci.
use for the mold. And I should probably confiscate the bottle of wine as well, actually. And then carefully put my finger in and rinse and repeat.
Wait, what is this?
He's making, oh my God. He's making molds of his fingers. I don't know why he's doing that for all of them. Why not just the pinky? I don't.
Yeah. I guess it is all the fingers, it looks like. Because I thought it was just the pinky.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be using liquefied horse, also known as gelatin, for my finger flesh substitute. And to replicate the finger bone, I'm going to be using a wooden dowel, some pencils, and an oxtail.
Is gelatin really an accurate thing to replicate the finger?
I don't know.
Which has little bones in it, which are very similar size to the bones in human tails. And this is definitely up there as one of the grossest looking things I've ever bought. So I'm just going to leave my fingers in the fridge to set. Can you please not drink all the finger wine that's in the fridge? And what kind of monstrosity have I given birth to? It kind of looks like the human version of an eye, something that no one should have ever made. And for some reason, I find it a little bit beautiful. All right.
It's so thick.
It is very thick.
Right, eating time. So I'm just going to put this hat I made on the skull, which will allow me to stack the weights. So for appetizers, let's try the fingers of fish. These are delicious, by the way. Thanks, that's why I bought them for you.
Okay, I want to get to the finger part because let's see.
Here we go.
I don't have high hopes for the fingers of fish. And the finger of a fish took 2 kilos to buy.
Why do you put ketchup on it?
Isn't very much. Probably because I purchased the deboned fingers. All right, so let's try the carrot, which was surprisingly easy to break. It took around 10 kilos.
Why is he using the front of the mouth? Who bites the carrot like that?
The beginning, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Just use the back of my mouth. Like the
I'm not
side.
gonna position it in the back of my mouth. It's
Well, it's not the back. It's like the side of my mouth, though. It's not like the front teeth.
Yeah, I know, but like if it's like the very beginning of the carrot, I'll bite with the front of my teeth.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do the freaky tail finger thing. Look at that, it's not budging. I stacked 50 kilos on top, and even though I had the teeth placed in the joint of the bones, it still didn't break through and only made a little mark. Also, I accidentally gave my fingers frostbite, so the gelatin didn't really provide much resistance. And then I just tried the wooden dowel as well to be safe, and it could also hold up to 50 kilos, which is actually all the weights my scrawny family has in the house, which is very close to.
So, myth busted?
I guess.
And I know this ain't very scientific, but I kind of just want to see a mouth chomp through a finger.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I don't really know what this shows, and I probably should have let the concrete dry properly before testing this out, but it did manage to bite almost all the way through. There's just a little bit of skin or something hanging on. And I really, really wanted to see like a clean chomp.
So I guess if you curb stomp a guy onto a finger, then sure. But other than that, you know, I don't think you can actually bite through it.
Damn.
I'm giving my finger a pretty good bite right now.
Your brain's not gonna let you do it.
Yeah.
Even if you could.
I would have to do it to someone else.
Yeah. Like if you had like someone with smaller hands, I think you could do it.
Like RFH.
I mean,
like you would get from scissors or an axe. But sadly, most of us don't have mouths like that, and bones are pretty tough. So here are the incredibly scientific results. The finger of a fish took 2 kilos to bite through. A carrot took 10 kilos, and a human finger took this many. Actually, I kind of just thought of a super easy way that I could have tested this, unless I'm an idiot. I might be an idiot. Someone, please tell me if I'm being an idiot. So if I put the carrot and my finger in my mouth at the same time, and then I make sure my bottom and top teeth are on them, then when I bite together, there should be the same amount of force applied to both. And it does hurt quite a bit and made a mark in my skin, but the carrot snapped well before my finger did. And the more you think about it, the
yeah. So, I mean,
hold on. I want to hear what he says the more we think about it.
The less this myth makes sense. Can you imagine what life would be like if you had fingers as weak as carrots? Wait. So carrots and fingers are nothing alike in terms of their strength, color, or suitability to be eaten in a salad. Screw every magazine, B-list celebrity, and person on the internet that circulated this obviously fake and ridiculous myth. Somehow we have allowed scientists like Amy Evans to create fake stories and trick us into thinking our bodies are...
Jesus.
Yeah, well, myth busted, folks.
You can bite your fingers with ease and not worry about them coming off.
You can bite your fingers all day, folks, and they won't snap off.
Well, at least not with the force of a carrot.
At least not with the force of a carrot. How do you know? Well, the man tested it. And how?
I want to go to Australia.
Why?
Just a visit. Just a visit.
For what purpose?
I don't know. I always hear crazy stories from that one Australian guy I know. Seems like a video game land.
Where they call rugby Rigby?
Do they do that?
No, it's just a regular show thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
They renamed it after Rigby because he saved the prime minister or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that episode.
Yeah.
Hello, governor.
Well. Needed to stretch my back.
What the fuck?
That was me stretching my back.
Yeah.
I still have some sweet potatoes I gotta go eat.
I kind of want to eat a carrot now.
Well, I'm almost done with my carrot. I still have Coke and I have those sweet potatoes, so
I gotta buy some more carrots.
I think it's time for me to go eat.
Oh, fuck.
And how?
You got one of those chairs where you can like tilt it backwards, where it's like sitting on the edge of the leg, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, I tilted my chair backwards out of boredom, and I fell backwards almost. So, yeah. Anyway, that's been an episode of the podcast.
The podcast ever.
More to come, and apparently next episode shall have a special guest.
Perhaps, perchance.
Yeah, by the way, I never did text that one guy.
The podcast.
The podcast ever.
Dip, 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 dip.